Pokemon is dying. People are more and more losing interest in the Pokemon franchise, especially the Pokemon games. The games have been getting progressively worse in both graphics and gameplay. The story has no sense of danger, and the impact of you being a Pokemon trainer feels insignificant. The only exception being Pokemon Legends Arceus, which was fresh, innovative, and something Pokemon fans have all been waiting for. The story was the first good story we had in many generations, and you were always excited to continue playing and exploring this ancient world. The boss fights were actually challenging, and you felt that if you were to succeed, you would be saving the world like a real hero. Many popular streamers started playing the game because of how genuinely good the game is, to even non-Pokemon fans. So, what does the Pokemon franchise give us? Drumroll please. An improvement on what they have already done, or at least something of the same level? They give us Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. The first noticeable thing is that the game's performance is horrendous. The majority of gameplay is ruined by the poor frame rate and unacceptable textures. Some people are taking such high dosages of copium that they think that this is somehow an improvement to the old games. They give us the excuse that this is a Nintendo game, and this is all we can expect from the Nintendo Switch system. But then we look across and we see Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and the recent Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and we know that we have just been accepting the bare minimum from Pokemon, which they can't even maintain. There is only one solid piece of the story, which is at the end of the game, and almost all the characters are forgettable. Not to mention, probably the worst Elite Four and Champion battle in the history of Pokemon. The Terror Raids were fun at first because of the new factor, but after playing it for a while, you can't continue to ignore how buggy, laggy, and rigid the whole experience is. I will say though that terrestrialization is a very good mechanic and brings a lot to competitive play. So if you're playing Pokemon Showdown, maybe you can still have a good time. A lot of people I know said that this was the last Pokemon game they would ever buy. But you know us Pokemon fans, we are suckers. We have the slightest bit of hope that they will learn from their mistakes and give us what we want. That remaining hope was placed in the Pokemon Presents. There had been rumors that we would get a new Legends game. People were more excited than ever. There were some saying it would be Legends Unova or a Unova remake. Unova being one of the best generations, if not the best, where the Pokemon community is concerned. So, we take a look at the Pokemon Presents. We get our popcorn ready, we get our snacks, and we tune in. 5 minutes goes by. 10 minutes goes by. 20 minutes goes by. And what do we get? For the first 20 minutes, it was about mobile games, where apparently a lot of the news were things that we already knew about. And after that, after those 20 minutes that we had to sit down and look at old information, with the exception of some release dates, what did they show us? They showed us the DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which had no appeal whatsoever. In fact,
look how they massacred my boy.
And after they showed us the first part of the DLC, that was it. That was the end of the Pokemon Presents. Of course, you don't hold on to a rumor, but regardless, that was all that they showed us. Some days after the Pokemon Presents, we got another trailer. This trailer was better. This was for the second part of the DLC. But then I sat down and I thought to myself, why was it better? Why was I a little bit excited? The reason for me that the trailer was so good was because they brought back old Pokemon. We are getting old starter Pokemon returning to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I was not excited for something new that they are bringing to the game, but something old. When you really think about that, it's sad and depressing that the only thing that excites me for a new Pokemon game, a DLC in a Pokemon game, is something old about the game. Nothing new, nothing innovative, just clearly accepting the lowest amount of effort yet again. The only thing that has kept me in Pokemon for this long has been shiny hunting, which has been completely ruined because of how easy it is to obtain now. Shinies are no longer rare and something you have to work hard towards. However, I will probably talk about that in another video. I really do want to know from you guys, what do you think will bring new life to Pokemon? What do you think will save the Pokemon game and franchise? Clearly, it is not Pokemon Unite, where you can see how greedy the developers are for your money, and just makes it so that you are continuously encouraged to buy gems. But let me know in the comments what you think can be done. What do you think is the right direction for Pokemon to go in for them to be successful and for us as fans to genuinely enjoy the games? Or am I just delusional and everything is actually fine?